Welcome back to a game of Poxnoraaa. This is Mirior, bringing out my drunken dwarf paladins against chickenpoxnoraaa, who is playing full faction Sundered Lands. We are on 5 Norfont map. I forget the name of it. I think it's Nordiglades. Anyways, 3 fonts at the bottom. This bit of main central fights going to be taking place, and 2 fonts up top. That'll be usually a side kind of distraction battle, but can often be what decides the main battle. Should be an interesting match. This is another map that the drunken dwarves don't do that well on. There's not very many strong individual units in this deck. They mostly focus around getting a group together to support each other. So those top fonts are a challenge on this map for this particular deck. Depending on what chickenpoxnoraaa is playing, he may be in the same predicament though. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping he does actually play something this turn. If you're watching this video, you'll know that he does. I'm not going to post this video if he doesn't. But he is certainly either distracted or taking a long time to plan out his deploys. There he goes. That's a champion I haven't seen very often. A homicidal thug. Scrapper. Acid stuff. It gets charges. What are these charges for? So he's got a mutate ability. Mutate violence. Gains Berserker, plus damage, eventually gets Manic, but it looks like a champion I don't want to leave alive long enough. Alright, on my end, I do not have my favorite opening champs, but I can start getting stuff down. I have the Nord to double deploy. Loading Cross Militia to the south to eat the Sabotage. That's alright. Loading Cross Militia is a great support champ. It's also the one, if I've got multiple champs out, it's the one I want them to be attacking. It's completely fine for it to be vulnerable. Meanwhile, I've got a Night Watch going to the north. It's Shadow spawned. I mean, he's obviously going to the north, but I can keep chickenpoxnoraaa second guessing. He also doesn't know how I'm running the Night Watch. Most people run them with either stun or knockout to be kind of a champ control type situation. I run on provision offense. Makes it quite a bit cheaper. Well, not quite a bit, but a few Nora cheaper. And lets them play more of an assassin role. People don't expect 2 15 damage hits coming out of stealth. We'll see if that gets me anywhere up here. He's not a great standalone champion. He is probably he is definitely the squishiest melee champion in this deck. But it's cheap enough that I can get the double deploy, get that extra turn up top, and we'll see how it unfolds. Chickenpoxnoraaa is still taking a very long time to think about this turn. I'm hoping he doesn't keep up this minute and a half of pulls every match. And there's a Thunderbead. So my hopes earlier that this match, that chickenpoxnoraaa would have as much trouble in top fonts as I do, that's not gonna pan out. Thunderbead is the perfect champ for side battles. It has split, meaning I have to focus some efforts on it to kill it. It also just makes more copies of itself that regenerate and completely overwhelm me. But he's also got a Scrapper champion that'll take some focusing on to win the bottom fight. This is going to be interesting. Alright. I'm putting out my third champ to the bottom font. It's still top font. There's time before things engage. The militia's going in now to keep that fight starting. Ethereal Priestess is great at controlling melee champions, and that Homicidal Thug is melee only. And keep it from attacking, keep Scrapper from triggering. I can probably get a fairly easy kill on it. He can't quite reach me to attack this turn. But even without Scrapper coming into play, and even without the vulnerability, just these two champs on their own, stats alone, Militia loses that fight. And Priestess doesn't provide that much damage either, even with the beer buff. So I'm probably going to need a third champion down there. Or some spell support. Which is rough because I also need a second champion in the north. Nightwatch can't take out Sunderpeed by itself. Sunderpeed's not a detection champ though. I could try to use stealth, maybe do a font switch. Hope whatever his second champion is. Make him send a second champion to the north and hope that whatever he sends, the Nightwatch, but matches up better against. He's running Portal Walker on the Centipede. So it's going to be stacking up damage every time it tunnels until it attacks. Nightwatch is definitely losing that fight. And there's his third champ, a mutated Drake. Okay, we're a solid acid deck, I can see. It's another Sabotage, another mutation ability. No, it's not a mutation ability, that's an evolution. It swaps between 3 different abilities. Don't remember which 3, but... Alright. Thug is moving around the font. He's got bold. It's gonna be a pain to deal with. And this is the commander that this map causes, especially for this deck. None of the champs are that great at the low number encounters, and I'm in 2 low number encounters. Okay, Priestess can move in. I can get the attack before Scrapper goes off, but just the one, and I'm setting myself up for a double attack. Hammer Strike would prevent, but there is Spot Cleanse in Tettered Lands. Eroding Winds, get some knockback in, but Thunderpeed will regenerate the damage, and it wouldn't provide enough knockback. No, I need to get this second champ in. Cardinal should get a ranged champion. He's got 2 melee. Range is going to be, and range can get there in time. And I meant to grab an Emerald Wing for swap shenanigans, but I guess we're going with the Cardinal. Militia is backing away. North Font, I've still got a bit of time before the Centipede is on top of me. Sermon is good. Cardinal is a strong champ here. I don't think that's a bad misclick. Alright, Thunderpeed is moving to block that bridge. If I want to do the font swap, I need to position the Nightwatch so that he moves past me. If he finds me, that Nightwatch is dead. I'm in a bad spot. Rather, Homicidal Thug with Unstoppable. Okay, so he's got the stat buffs now. Rage Band, Berserker won't hurt him, and when the first time he uses mutate, he'll already be up to engage, and that's a lot of damage. Okay. Mutated Drake is still melee only. I've got a round before it comes in. Militia, he's got Scrapper up. Militia and the Sunderland's bonus. Militia's not going to be doing much damage. Hit once and get out of there. And then the priestess can come in and provide the defense. Consecration would get rid of cleanse. That would be helpful. Yeah. I'm not getting rid of cleanse. It would cleanse the vulnerability acid. Get some healing in. And now up top. Emerald Wing. No, I'm going to need something up there. I could move right in front of it and gamble he tunnels, then moves in. But no. If you were to move forward first and bump into me, that's a dead Nightwing or Nightwatch. Move up there, try to position to move around next turn. And do need something. I think I need another champ up there, I think. The Templar is my best one-on-one champion, but I'm dealing with split. So I think I'm going to want something. Yeah, I'm going to need the Hooligan. It has an AoE attack and corrals to get an equipment on that Nightwatch for provision offense to kick in. Alright. The Thug's stuck. There's nothing he can give it to get it out of there. I've locked it down for a turn. Drake is moving in to block. But it can't attack. Has bolt, 6 defense. This is the turn where I need to start actually killing things down here. Because if I don't, he will be killing my things. That homicidal thug with a rage band. Second Sunderfeed. Okay. Hooligan is locked down. Nightwatch went too far forward. That was a gamble that's not paying off. And there's... oh, perfect. That Scouring Jasper is actually... that makes things a lot simpler. That's both of those guys all struck. I can worry a lot less about the counter attack. Step back. Let's see if I soften an attack or stall. The militia can get into get an attack in. Cardinal can either attack or sermon. Attack would provide brand. And I think I have the damage for it. So soften. Attack to provide brand. So lots of small attacks, but the soften buff and the brand buff should add up. He leaves him with 8 hit points, exact kill with Celestial Spear. Alright, now I'm in a much better position down there. Hooligan can't move out without losing the font. I can drop a bomb, but no, I need to save that for when it splits. It can only attack once. Hooligan will survive. That Centipede still take time to get in. Just gonna hope the Nightwatch can do something next turn. Down here though, I'm in a good spot. The militia's safe unless he cleanses. Even then, it should still be safe. Soften will still carry over the next round, and I can put the sermon up. he won't have 6 defense. He doesn't have the action points to disengage and get that and move around to get that defense up. All right, there's a third of the hooligan's hit points up. Up here is a problem though. These two together might be able to take 1 centipede. The second one is going to hurt. It's a dragon skull in the back there. He's switched around the acid acolyte. Probably should have done that before attacking the centipede, but acid storm, okay, to get healing. Okay, he wants to make sure that survives. Getting Nora Globe. Iron for Stronghold bonus though. The acid storm is not an efficient way to get healing there. He's still in range for a double tap from the priestess. There's a war banner going down. He's still worried about stealth night watch. Alright. Can only get him 1 attack. I did go too far with that. Moving past the centipede. But 1 attack. 115 leaves it 35, splits to 217. Oh, it's got the war banner now, so it'll be 220 damage, champs. Do have eroding winds. Sermon. I'm trying to do the math, make sure I can actually kill that centipede. Sermon's going up regardless. Then attack with the cardinal first to get Brand up. And just get as much damage as I can. It's going to be too short. And up here. Hit, split, and keg toss. They're both still alive, but eroding winds will definitely kill the Drake, and I haven't worked out which way those centipedes are going, but I hope it's a helpful way. Perfect. They went into each other. No knockback damage on my champs. Both fonts are mine. Centipede can't get in this turn. He doesn't have any other champs out. Okay. At this point, I'm in a good spot. Got Sermon up. I'll be able to deploy in the mid font next turn to lock that down. I'll be able to get both Nora Globes next turn. If I reveal my War Staff, I might be able to double deploy to really just lock down the situation. Depends on where he deploys. We'll see what needs reinforcement. Oh, and he surrenders, which makes sense. That was pretty much a done game when I was able to... Being able to get that homicidal thug kill really made a difference here. I'm happy with this game.